Hello everybody, my name is Flaming Toast, and today I'm going to be talking about something different. And in the background you have gameplay, I think, of my best ever game that I've ever played. And I wasn't recording it, but I had my Elgato software open, and so I could just like rewind to my Elgato software and get the gameplay for you guys. But yeah, so basically this video is about like Kontrol Freeks. Do they work? Do they not work? Alright, this was my first ever game with Kontrol Freeks, and it was the best game I've ever played. And it's just, Kontrol Freeks, they helped my accuracy a lot, they helped my precision a lot. I could get those like slight movements that I couldn't get without Kontrol Freeks. It was the best. I felt like I was moving around smoother. I felt like, I just felt like I was playing a lot better. If you couldn't tell, I'm also trying to record and upload daily. Daily during the week, not on weekends. I'm not gonna upload on weekends. But yeah, so if you're just, you know, consistency, I guess. But yeah, so do Kontrol Freeks actually work? Now there is a science behind it, and it basically gives you like 35% more range or something. I don't know. It helps a lot. And I don't really completely know the science behind it, but all I know is that it gave me a better grip while playing. It let me be more precise when aiming, and it just helped my gameplay overall a lot more than I thought it would. And so one thing that I did notice though about them is that when you start playing with them, it's very weird. Like you're not gonna. It takes a while to get used to them, right? So if you bought Kontrol Freeks attached to your controller, your first game might not be the best because you're still getting used to the length. But once you get used to them, you will start playing a lot better. This, for me, I was lucky because I just like picked them up, put them on, and started playing well with them right off the bat. Like I was pretty lucky in that sense, where they just immediately worked for me. So again, this was my first game, and I was doing really well. Now, towards the beginning, I wasn't doing too great, but towards the end, I was doing really, really well. Towards the middle/end, and I think I ended up getting like 30 kills and around 15 deaths. So I got around a 2 KD, and usually get like below a 1 KD. So if you want to know what type of Kontrol Freeks I do have, I did purchase the FPS Freak Edge Kontrol Freeks. Now they are I think I got them for free, not because I'm sponsored or anything, but because I went and sold a bunch of my old games. I traded in a bunch of my old games for GameStop credit at GameStop, and I had like 22 bucks, and so I spent 15 bucks, got these Kontrol Freeks, and I still have 8 bucks left on my GameStop member card. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, so I got these Kontrol Freeks for free, pretty easy. But yeah, they were way worth it. I mean, if I were to pay actual money for them, they would have been 100% worth all the money I would have spent. So as you can see right now, I'm at a 1.33 KD, and my perks I'm using are Fast Hands, Awareness, Blast Suppressor, and Sixth Sense. I have the Annihilator as my specialist weapon. So overall, the Kontrol Freeks I bought were 100% worth it. They were 100% like, if I were to pay for them, of course, they would have been 100% worth it. They're worth like 30 bucks. Actually, if they were 30 bucks, I probably wouldn't have bought them because I wouldn't have had. I wouldn't have had the money. I sold all the games to get money, and I bought Kontrol Freeks with that money. But if I did have like 30 bucks and I spent it all on Kontrol Freeks, they would have been 100% worth it. And I highly recommend these guys. I recommend these if you don't have a scuff or you can't afford a scuff or anything like that, and you want a way to improve your game. Just get Kontrol Freeks because they're a cheap method of getting like improving your game a lot. Now, if I ever do get a scuff, which I don't, I will actually probably get the normal PS4 thumbsticks so I can actually attach my Kontrol Freeks onto those, because I don't really want the one short, one super long, like just single stick. I want to be able to change out Kontrol Freeks for like different textures, different lengths if I ever feel like I need to. So I mean, yeah, but if you want something to help your game and you don't have 200 bucks to get a super customized like scuff, whatever, then just get Kontrol Freeks. They will help a lot. They are 100% worth it, and you will notice a decent increase in your game. I heard from someone that when they started using Kontrol Freeks, their KD went up by 0.2, so 0.2 KD raise. They went from like 2.2 to 2.5, I think. And they were already a pretty decent COD player before that, because they started off with the 2 point whatever. So yeah, they're 100% worth it. You might not notice a big increase at the beginning like I did, but it will help in the future if you keep using them, getting used to them. You will notice a significant difference from just using normal everyday, you know, PS4 thumbsticks. Before I used the Kontrol Freeks, I did have rubber thumb caps that I just fit over my that I fit over my controller, and they didn't give me any height, but they did give me a little bit more grip, and they helped like protect the rubber on the controller. Another reason to get Kontrol Freeks: if you notice that your thumbsticks are wearing out because of the rubber on your PS4 or even on your Xbox One, get Kontrol Freeks because they do help protect your thumbsticks. And also, if you don't want the extra length, you can get these Kontrol Freeks CQC, close quarters combat thumbsticks, which you get 2 short Kontrol Freeks instead of the 1 short, 1 long, or 2 long ones. I do prefer the 1 short, 1 long. I find it unnecessary to have a long one on your left stick, because that's just your moving stick. But if you just want 2 short ones, they do help because they raise your stick a little bit. They mostly help with grip, and those are 100% worth it as well. So for the last 2 minutes, guys, I'm gonna let you just watch, or you can exit out of the video now if you want to, because I really have nothing else to say other than these Kontrol Freeks are 100% worth it. I recommend them a lot. Like, these things are probably like the #1 thing that you could buy. They're my favorite gaming peripheral that I've ever purchased, and I hope maybe one day in the future to get sponsored by Kontrol Freak. Like, that would be probably like a dream of mine, I guess, to get sponsored by a company like Kontrol Freaks, and they do sponsor quite a bit of people, so I think I might have a good chance in the future. Maybe not right now because my channel's not that big. But if you did like this video, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all you dudes in the next one.